For the past few years, LG has introduced its mainstream G-series flagship in late winter or early spring, followed by a larger, more creator-focused V-series phone a few months later. We saw that routine begin to get shaken up last fall with the launch of the G8X, complete with its dual-screen accessory, hoping to steal a little thunder from the folding phone craze, and now that shift continues not with the introduction of a presumptive G9, but instead with an early new entry to the V-series, the LG V60 ThinQ 5G. The V60 feels a bit iterative, especially in the design department. It's got a 6.8-inch FHD+ 2460 by 1080 OLED panel. No fancy high refresh rates to be found here, just plain old 60 Hz. The screen has a small notch, but it's surrounded by fairly sizable bezels. And around back, the camera bump has returned after LG managed to keep everything flush in last year's flagships. There's still a dedicated Google Assistant shortcut key on the V60 as well. Everything still looks and feels very much like a V-series phone, and I do quite like the classy blue and classy white finishes. A bolder third option would have been nice. LG has given the V60 chamfered aluminum edges with a matte finish, and the divide actually comes right across the USB-C port, which looks a bit peculiar but still feels fine in your hand. Inside the phone is where the notable upgrades are. The V60 is powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 865 chipset and supports 5G connectivity. On most carriers, it's optimized for sub-6 5G networks, but there'll be a more expensive model that's designed for ultra-fast millimeter wave data speeds. You get 128 GB of built-in storage with optional microSD expansion and 8 GB of RAM. There's also Wi-Fi 6 on board, and LG says the V60's 5000 mAh battery lets it last 30% longer than the G8X did. That's particularly important when you remember that this phone has to drive a secondary display. The dual-screen case lacks its own battery. LG has given the phone a larger 1/1.7-inch sensor for the primary 64-megapixel f1.8 camera, which is on par, in size, at least with recent Huawei phones and Sony's latest, and not too far off from the Galaxy S20. In low light, the camera utilizes pixel binning to produce 16MP images to help combat noise. There's still also a 13-megapixel ultrawide camera that provides a 117-degree field of view. LG isn't doing any wild tricks with zoom in the same manner as Huawei and Samsung. The V60 still tops out at 10x. The V60 has the best video chops of any LG phone yet, as it can capture 8K resolution recordings. The phone includes 4 microphones on the top, bottom, left, and back, allowing it to produce 3D audio alongside your video clips. There's a new feature called Voice Bokeh that can adjust the audio as it's being recorded to emphasize voices, and the fun ASMR mode from the G8X is back again. In manual video mode, you can set the V60 to record in HDR10+ for more vibrant colors. Thank you for watching. Please click like and subscribe to our channel Mizzo Bell.